Attention departing seniors.
Hello, Ignacio. How are you, my friend?
Good man, good to see you again. How are you doing?
Good, good. Good to see you again, too. Congratulations on Departing Seniors arriving in theaters and VOD on February 2nd. The last time we spoke was about Primo, one of my favorite new shows last year, and now I've watched Departing Seniors, very much enjoyed it, partly because I've always been a huge fan of slashers. And so, how about you, Ignacio? Were you yourself a fan of slashers? Is that what you're attracted you to this project?
Um, I'm just a fan of movies, I'm just a fan of movies. I'm not someone who thinks too much about genre, like when consuming movies. So so yeah, and in terms of attracting me to the project, like anything else, like I got an audition and I auditioned for it. I'm not in a point yet exactly where, you know, I have too much agency, but yeah.
Let's talk a bit about your character then. A Mexican American queer named Javier who gets bullied, but then Javier develops this psychic ability that could foresee the mysterious serial killer. Obviously, we're not going to spill spoilers here, Ignacio, but I'm wondering what was your process of embodying Javier? Did it take getting out of your comfort zone? What's fascinating about Javier?
Yeah, it was just really like go, 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 this shoot. It was very scrappy. I got cast like a week before we started shooting. We talked about Primo. Like I auditioned for this the day after we wrapped Primo, like the
Oh,
day after.
really?
Yeah. And we shot Primo in New Mexico. I live in New York. Um, I flew back to New York. I was in New York for like 3 days, and I booked Departing Seniors, and I had to fly to Chicago to shoot it. So it was just really fast, and so there wasn't a lot of time to prep. It was just like you had to just dive right in. Um, but there's a lot going on in the script, and there's a lot going on in Javier's life and in his head. And so there's a lot to play with. And the character is sort of inspired by the writer and producer Jose Natera. So I felt a little bit like fortified in that he, I had him there as a resource to check in with and whatnot.
Do you think Primo and Javier could be friends?
Yeah, for sure. I think they could be friends. Yeah, I hadn't thought about that. They could totally be friends, I think, right? Rafa, I mean, yeah, Rafa's a friendly. Rafa's a friendly. Yeah, what do you think?
I think Javier is fun to be around with.
Yeah, I think they make it. Yeah, I I think Rafa, Miguel, and Harris, they would accept Javier and Bianca into the group. You know.
Oh, Bianca would be a party. The comments that come out of
Yeah,
her.
yeah. That'd
I
be that'd be really funny. That'd be really funny actually to see Bianca interact with like Miguel and Harris and stuff.
I pay to watch that. I gotta ask, Ignacio. When your character goes on that psychic mode, I mean, did director Claire Cooney tell you on how to act when receiving visions, or is that the go-to move generally? I mean, how do you do it?
We shot every time we shot a vision, we shot it like several different ways.
Hmm.
We didn't just shoot it one way. I think she had some ideas of like the visual language of it or what she wanted it to look like, but nothing was yet like figured out or set in stone. So so we shot the vision several different ways. I didn't know what they were gonna come out like. I guess she figured it out in post and cut it together the way that she did. But yeah, I wasn't. I didn't know too much. Like some of it I brought and some of it, the other way. Like she told me what she was wanting. But yeah, I'm just repeating myself, but
That's cool.
we shot it several different ways every time we did it. Yeah.
That's cool. I mean, your way does remind me of Christopher Walken from the Dead Zone movie back in the day, so it's really cool.
Wow.
Yeah. Like,
Just
whoa,
start
like you got
walking.
that.
Yeah. All right, cool.
Now, let me ask you some deep question here. Why do you think, after all these years, this is 2024, Gen Zs are inclusive now, which is cool, but why do you think bullying still persists to this day? What do you think is the right solution to combating bullies?
I guess unfortunately, probably it might be, I don't want to say it's human nature, because
Mm.
I mean, I guess those are the questions about, nature versus nurture. Like, are we born one way, or do we learn to do it? I mean, I don't know, high school's a crazy environment, and
Yeah, it is.
everyone, you don't know who you are yet. You're coming into yourself, and everyone's insecure, and it's easy to sort of it's easy as a defense mechanism for that insecurity to sort of like lash out and bring others down um, because you don't feel great. um I don't know how to combat bullying. I mean, just be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and in my experience, uh yeah, in my experience, it's best to not engage
Mm.
with people like that on their terms.
Hmm.
The more you can the more you can understand that that's not really about you, and that you can sort of like fortify yourself in the knowledge that like you know who you are, and walk around proudly in that, which Javier does. um I don't know,
That's a very good answer.
all right, take your word for it.
Ignacio, before I let you go, a final question. Of course, we want to know this. I'm a big fan of yours. What is the update on Primo? Is there going to be Primo season 2? What's the news on that?
I don't know, man.
No.
I wish I knew. I've heard a lot of different things. What I can say is 10 episodes have been written for season 2. But those were written like immediately, man. Like
Oh,
immediately. Like before season 1 even came out, season 2 was written. Okay? And I mean, Amazon had to pay a writer's room to write that. And so who knows? I don't know. It's still up in the air. It's not a definitive no. It's not a definitive yes. Uh, we don't know yet. We don't know, but hopefully, man. I mean, I'm hoping.
man, that episode about Rafa's mom cooking Mexican food, I've watched that 1,000 times. I love that episode.
Awesome. Thank you so much, man.
So cool, so cool. So, for my fans at home, everybody go check out Departing Seniors, arriving in theaters and VOD on February 2. Ignacio, always fun to talk with you. Thank you so much for talking to me. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thanks so much, man.
Attention departing seniors.